Hello. In today's video, we will look at the family tree of the Skywalkers and talk about the master and apprentice relationship. Before we begin, make sure to like and subscribe. We start out with Shmi Skywalker, who became pregnant through the manipulation of the Force. In 41 BBY, she gave birth to Anakin Skywalker. He went on to marry Padme Amidala at the end of Attack of the Clones. Shmi would marry Klieg Lars after he freed her from Watto. We don't know much about Klieg's parents, but we do know their names are Leff and Greta Lars. Klieg had a son named Owen. Owen would date and later marry Burwu. He would also adopt Luke Skywalker. Padme and Anakin would have kids named Luke and Leia. Leia would later marry Han Solo. There is nothing really known in canon about Han's family. Padme's parents are named Rui and Jobel Naberi. She also has one sister named Sola. Sola married a man named Dard and had kids named Ryu and Pooja. In 5 ABY, Leia and Han have a son named Ben. Ben would go on to form this dyad in the Force with Rey. After Leia was born in 19 BBY, she was adopted by Bail and Briha Organa. Briha's parents are unknown. She has a sister named Selly. Selly married Kao and had a son named Niano. Now we have the Palpatine bloodline. Palpatine would create a clone named Dathan. He would marry Miramir and have a daughter named Rey in 15 BY. Now we will talk about the master and apprentice relationship. First up is the Siths. We have Darth Tenebris. I could have put Darth Bane before this, but I decided not to. Next up is Darth Plagueis. Fun fact, he was alive during the events of the Phantom Menace. Now we have the mastermind Darth Sidious, known as She Palpatine to the rest of the galaxy. And we have the fallen angel Darth Vader. You probably noticed I didn't put Maul or Dooku in here. That's because they broke the rule of two, and they weren't Sidious' true apprentices. Now we have Dooku and his apprentices. First up is Asajj Ventress ex-Jedi Padawan. Now we have General Grievous. Fun fact, he was there on Geonosis Sis during the events of Attack of the Clones. Now we have Maul's brother Savage Opress. Finally, we have Quinlan Vos. Now we have formerly Darth Maul, who for some reason can't stop dying and coming back. He first would make his brother Savage his apprentice. Now we have Dryden Vos, who is not a well-known apprentice of Maul's. Finally, we have Ezra Bridger. While Ezra never really became Maul's apprentice, Maul did say that he counted Ezra as his apprentice. Snoke and Sidious would train Kylo Ren in many ways of combat and Force abilities. Now we have the Jedi. First up is the Grand Master Yoda. Yoda would break the Jedi code by taking up an apprentice. Count Dooku. Dooku would train Qui-Gon, which Ki would train Obi-Wan, also known as Space Jesus. Obi-Wan would train the Chosen One Anakin Skywalker. Anakin would train Ahsoka Tano, also known as Snips. Years after Rebels, Ahsoka would take Sabine Wren as her apprentice. Qui-Gon would train Yoda and Obi-Wan to become Force Ghosts. Yoda and Obi-Wan would then train Luke Skywalker. Luke would train Ben. Luke's first student was Grogu. Grogu would later be adopted by Din Djarin, becoming Din Grogu, and became a part of the Mandalorian bloodline. Since I talked about Ezra, I thought I could go through the master and apprentices of his. First up is Sizzling Mir. Then we have the goat himself, Mace Windu. Mace would train Depa Billaba. There is a theory that Mace taught Depa Form 7 Vapid. Depa would train the wise Jedi Caleb Doom, who would later change his name to Kanan Jarrus. Kanan would train the smart, powerful, loving Jedi Ezra Bridger. Now we will look at the families of Ezra, Kanan, and Sabine. Ezra would be born in 19 BBY to loving parents named Ephraim and Mira Bridger. Kanan would have a kid with Huron named Jason Syndulla. Sadly, he would never meet his son. Now, we have Horus's parents Cham and Nalani Syndulla. Cham fought alongside Mace and Obi-Wan on Rilith. Ulrich would marry Ursa and have kids named Sabine and Tristan. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more longer form videos.